Welcome to Ty's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is September something. Today is September the 27th, 2024. We're getting closer to October. Who's ready for Halloween? Right now, it feels like Halloween is not really the big holiday. I don't think it is a holiday. Because people still work, kids go to school on Halloween Day. So it doesn't really matter. I don't think it's a holiday, but it's supposed to be a top thing. The only thing I don't like about Halloween is when you get old, you can't do Halloween. You can't do trick-or-treating because you're too old. You can't get candy. I don't like that. So that's why I don't like Halloween very much. Because when you get old, you can't do Halloween. And it's supposed to be a public thing that everybody does it, like Christmas, and you can't do it for some reason. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got some TNA to talk about because we got another match got added to Bound for Glory. We found out who's the #1 contender to the World Championship against Nick Nemeth. But we heard that Matt Cardona will be at Bound for Glory to verse PCO, but in a Monsters Ball match for the Digital Media Championship. Good luck with Matt Cardona. We didn't get we got another segment. We got Josh Alexander. It looked like Josh Alexander trying to change. He stopped being a heel. But he called out Eric Young. He wants to apologize. He wants to say thank you because remember what Eric Young did, give him some advice and all that stuff. But at the end, they hugged it out. They shook hands. But when Josh Alexander was holding the ropes for Eric Young to get out of the ring, Josh Alexander attacked Eric Young. So he was attacking him, and then here comes Steve Macklin for the save. He made Josh Alexander run away like a big baby. And then here comes Sinner and Saint. That's supposed to be a tag team name. I don't know the real names of the humans. I only know the tag team name. I know one is like Travis Williams, and I forgot the other one is. So they came out and they attacked Steve Macklin and Eric Young with Josh Alexander. I'm guessing that's a new faction between Josh Alexander, Skinner, and Saints. They just destroyed them, and ladies and gentlemen, we heard that next week we will have a tag team match. Is this Sinner? Sinner and Saints versus Steve Macklin and Eric Young. That's going to happen next week as well. And we heard that the Hardy Boys will be versing ABC next week. Well, first match of the evening, we got Jordynne Grace versus Wendy Choo and Rosemary and her mystery partner from NXT, Ariana Grace's best friend. Not really best friends, but okay. Soruka. I knew it might be her because she did have a Knockout Championship match. It got interrupted by Wendy Choo and Rosemary when they attacked Jordynne Grace at NXT. Remember that? I remember that. So we got Soruka and Jordynne Grace versus Wendy Choo and Rosemary. I thought it was a pretty decent match for both of these teams. I'm hoping they don't get rid of Wendy Choo and Rosemary right away. I'm hoping that they could win the TNA's Knockouts Tag Team titles. If this crossover is still going on the next couple of months, I'm hoping they do, because people are saying that Santina kind of ruined it with trademark stuff. Whatever that means, but I hope they don't end it. It doesn't look like they're ending it next week. I'll tell you guys more about that. But ladies and gentlemen, we got it in. It was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match by disqualification was Jordynne Grace. And Ruka, how they got disqualified is by Tasha Steelz attacking both Ruka and Jordynne Grace. And then we got Wendy Choo, Rosemary, and Tasha Steelz attacking Ruka and Grace. But the only thing you see is that the two knockouts, Rosemary and Tasha Steelz, attacking Jordynne Grace, and the one NXT star is attacking the other NXT star. And then Masha Slamovich came out and everybody ran away. And next week we will have a 6-person knockouts tag team match. Masha Slamovich, Jordynne Grace, and Soruka versus Wendy Choo, Rosemary, and Tasha Steelz. So no, they're not done next week. I'm hoping they don't. I don't know if Santino ruined it. I don't know what's happening. But they just said something that Santino might have ruined it. because some trademarks, and I guess he's not happy about it. I have no idea about what's happening here. I don't know what's happening. I'm hoping they don't end it because there's a lot of TNA guys that would love to show up in NXT, and there's a lot of NXT stars I would love to show up in TNA and get an opportunity. This is opportunities, guys. If they're not getting used on NXT or getting used on TNA, they could get used on NXT or TNA. The NXT stars on TNA, TNA stars on NXT. It's opportunities. And some dream matches. For the fans, everybody will like it. People like seeing Soroka on at TNA. So next match, we got Zachary Wentz and ABC versus Mike Bailey, Leon Slater, and Kushida. It was a pretty decent 6-man tag team match. It's an X Division showcase match, but the winner of that oh wait, I forgot one. We got Johnny Grisham versus Laredo Kid. It was a pretty decent match. Jonathan is a really fast boy. But the winner of that match was Jonathan after he slamming that leg multiple times onto the ring, smashing the kneecap of Laredo Kids onto the ring. Like, it wasn't a normal submission. The guy was like banging on the guy's leg onto the mats. And then he had to tap from it because you want somebody to smash their kneecap onto a hard mats, hard ring? Like, I would tap out too. I get cramps. I don't think I'm going to handle that. Ladies and gentlemen, so Jonathan gets the win. Now we talk about Zachary Wentz, ABC versus Mike Bailey, Leon Slater, and Kushida. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent 6-man tag team match. These guys did awesome what they did, but the winner of that match, we got Zachary Wentz and ABC getting the win. And they did hyped up the street fights in NXT that's going to happen next week between Zachary Wentz and Wes Lee. The question is, because Zachary Wentz got one win against Wes Lee, will Wes Lee wins this match, and would it be a third match to win the rivalry? Or will this be Zachary Wentz win 2 times and it's over? I don't know what that's going to do. I think Trey Miguel should get some revenge as well, right? Trey Miguel. He's the one that got attacked by Wes Lee. Why would he not get a revenge? So maybe if Wes Lee wins this, maybe Trey Miguel makes his return and attacks Wes Lee. Like, it could happen in Bound for Glory. Could be. They didn't talk about the CW Network. They're not talking about NXT going to CW Network. They never mentioned CW Network, but they did mention NXT in this street fight that's happening on Tuesday next week. At least they helped it up a little bit. Then we had the debut of Leah Yang Lee, a.k.a. Xia Li, versus a jobber. I like her entrance in WWE better. It was more unique. Well, no, I don't think TNA does those type of things with a whole bunch of electronic stuff. But she get in the ring. It was a pretty okay match. She did a good job. She got the win, of course. She praised a jobber. Hyan, that's her name. I don't know what her name was. I think it was Hyan. Hyan. I think that's what her name was, right? We got Heather Reckless versus Xia Brookside, and Matthew Riprod went nuts because Xia Brookside was wearing a cowboy hat. There's no cowboys in England, in the UK. They're in Texas. Why can't she wear a hat for Texas? Calm down, man. Well, during the match, we got Ash by Aglets came out with a hat, with a cowboy hat. And he said it's okay because he's American. Seriously? Seriously, Malcolm Ripwald? Really? Because she's American, she's allowed to wear a cowboy hat? What happens if I wear a cowboy hat? I'm not American. What happens if I wear a hat? A cowboy hat? You don't like it on me either? Because I'm not American? Oh, boy. And, of course, Ash got herself involved by interrupting and, what's it called? distracting Zaya Brookside. And Heather Reckless gets the win. And it looks like because she doesn't look good, she looked good in the wrestling, but her outfit looks horrible, I guess. That's what they said. And they're going to go to the limo and get some new clothes, I guess. She's going to look like Ash, wearing dresses to the ring. Awesome. Good luck with that. Then we had Joe Hendry versus Frankie Kazarian for the number one contendership to the TNA World Championship for Bound for Glory. Frankie got the win. How he got the win is because he used brass knucks. He knocked the man out. He knocked Joe Hendry out. And he got the 1, 2, 3. But Nick Nemeth, he was a snitch. He told on Frankie Kazarian on the referee. He showed the brass knuckles. He used brass knucks. And there's another referee saying, yeah, he used brass knucks. And then Santino came out. He saw it as well. So I don't think they needed Nick Nemeth at all. And then Santino restarted the match. And the winner of that match, and going to Bound for Glory, we believe in Joe Hendry, is going to Bound for Glory. So that's going to be interesting to see. Nick Nemeth versus Joe Hendry. Will we see Joe Hendry finally win a world championship? He's been in 2 big matches for world titles. Well, technically 3. He was at Slammiversary. He was at NXT's No Mercy. And now he's at Bound for Glory. What's going to happen there? Are they going to have Call Your Shot gauntlet match? And will we see some NXT stars show up? Will we see some of them and have a Call Your Shot? Imagine they win it. Imagine they win it and they could cash in anytime. Maybe that's the way they do the history making. NXT star wins the Call Your Shot gauntlet and they cash in, and there's their history. Oh my, I don't know yet. I have no idea. Because NXT is not really doing no Battle Royals yet on CW Network with the Chicago or St. Louis. So can't do that to be a number contender. But the Call Your Shot gauntlet, I think we could see some NXT if the crossover is not ended during that time. Ladies and gentlemen, I heard that TNA's taping was rescheduled for, I believe, next week's because of Hurricane. Irma? I don't know. In Canada, we don't get a lot of hurricanes, so we don't know about it. But I just heard about that. That's why they, because if they are a little late making these tapings for you guys for next week and for me, is because of the hurricane. So yeah, I hope everybody's okay from the hurricane. I would never want to be part of a hurricane. I don't want to be sitting during one. I don't want to be a part of the hurricane. I don't like storms very much. Not a big fan of storms. I hate the thunder because I hate loud noises. And lightning is just burns my eyeballs. And lightning almost hit our building once. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want lightning. I don't like storms. But my family is okay with it. They're not really terrified of it. I hate it because if something bad happens, the fire alarm happens, we can't go anywhere. I don't want to go in the rain. I don't want to go where the fire alarm happening. Oh my God. So it's really hard to figure out what happens, what to do. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody's okay with the hurricane. It's sad to hear it, but that's nature, right? That's nature. What are you going to do about it? Even Canada, we get bad weather. We get really bad snowstorms when it's winter sometimes. So yeah, it's winter. What are we going to do about it? I mean, it's nature, not winter. It's nature. What are we going to do about it? Right? We can't do anything about it. I know. We can't fix the weather. I wish we could sometimes. I wish we could sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to be snowy. Sometimes I don't want to be rainy. But we can't do anything about the weather. I wish we could. I wish we all have magic powers to get rid of the weather. Make it nice where I don't get hot and sweaty or be cold and chilly on my bones. I wish you could do that, but you can't do that. Don't you wish you had superpowers sometimes? I wish that sometimes. Oh man, I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning for Friday Night SmackDown results. What's happening on SmackDown? I don't know what's happening on SmackDown. Of course they're going to talk about the Black Blood, but is there a matches? It got made? I don't remember. Now I know Bayley and Naomi to become #1 contender because there only has to be one. I wish it was a triple threat match. Maybe it could be still. Maybe Nick Aldis had no choice. If they both got counted out or something, he has no choice, or they both got a win somehow. Hey, we saw double pins before in one-on-one matches. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know in the Riot reactions in WWE 2K24, there's a special guest referee rival action. I just did one as Kelly. Becky Lynch hit me. She hit me. She took me out. I didn't disqualify her. I did 1, 2, 3, man. And the game says I did really bad pinning sometimes. I don't know what happened, but I was doing good, man. I was checking the pins. I was going through and saying I was doing bad. I don't like it. Don't say I'm bad. And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys didn't see the Scott Steiner's thingamabobber, his Persona card is out. But I was happy because you could use a bronze card when I saw it the first time. And now they changed it to you need the Bash in Berlin Sami Zayn card. I thought I was going to get Scott Steiner. I don't want the Sami Zayn card. I don't want to buy it off of there. Because I want Chad Gable. I'm so close to get Chad Gable. I've been working hard to get Chad Gable. And you're telling me to buy more cards if I want other personas. What's going to happen with Dominic Mysterio with the mask? Do I need a Dominic Mysterio mask or a Rey Mysterio card? I don't really care for the John Cena mask card. But the Dominic Mysterio, I want to put him in my FCW or NXT. That would be good for that. That's what we're doing with Chad Gable. That's what we're doing with all these Persona cards. Most of them, because some of them are in my old school. But I have an indie wrestling, FCW, and NXT, where I put my indie wrestlers like Will Ospreay, Ricochet, mostly my AEW guys and TNA guys, and people that doesn't have wrestling promotion. I put some of my NXT guys in there too from the current show. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this. I'm really not a big fan of that. I need a Sami Zayn card. I don't want a Sami Zayn card. Why you do this to me? Why? Now I'm just waiting for the match, Dominic Mysterio to come out and see what cards I need. It will be the next pack you need. You need this pack. But I think there's a mask one coming out, right? There's a mask pack. I think that's where the Dominic Mysterio comes in. I don't have no idea. I need to look at it. But if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Tell us out. See you guys tomorrow. Tell us out. Bye.